We've gone back and looked at some of the older From Software games before, Evergrace, Forever Kingdom, and Eternal Ring. But what if we dialed it back even further? Hell, we're not even in the early 2000s with this one. No, we're adventuring all the way back over there on the timeline. It's dark and scary in this region. The only information we have on this era is through folktales and cave paintings. So grab an Estus and maybe some grass, just leave behind the life gems. That is trash. Hello? Hello? What is that? What the fuck is that? Is that the Windows 98 screensaver maze with the little fucking rats in it? Oh, wait, no. That's just Kingsfield. There was a small country called Verdite, surrounded by a deep forest, encircled by fog and whirling winds. In ancient days, wait, hey, slow down. Fuck you, I can't read that fast. TLDR. A battle happened, a savior came along who would later be known as the Dragon of the Forest, and saved the people. The folks of Verdite built a sanctuary in his honor. Just looks like a couple of stones glued together, but whatever. It was eventually turned into a royal graveyard. And now we're here. In this... Am I inside of a rock? Visually, it kind of just looks like somebody pointed a telescope at a boulder point blank, but, I mean, this is from like 94, I think. Apparently our character, John Alfred Forrester, is here in search of his father, Commander Hauser Forrester. There's an evil in this land, and the commander, accompanied by some soldiers, went to take care of it. Spoilers, it went fucking poorly. It's a From Software game, you probably could have guessed that. And just like the more modern From Software games, we have a main hub. It even comes with a bonfire. We've got a shopkeep with music that actually kind of slaps. And there's also this cleric with a vague quest. Someone stole his shit, and he needs it back. Oh, also, I should mention that this game was fan-translated, so hopefully it's done correctly. But also I'm reading over it to give you the cliff notes, basically, and I can't read, so I'm sure it doesn't really matter. Back to what we were tasked with, finding this dude's cross. I assume you don't mean this one. Of course not. Alright, I'm off to go get your shit. I'll be back as fast as this walk speed will let me go. Just gotta hack my way through the local pissed off foliage. And we weren't the only ones too. Well, don't let good loot go to waste. And a note of regret left hastily etched on the wall. I fucked up. Now you gotta go fix it. Lol. Is this canon to the lore? After fumbling around for about 20 minutes, I found some giant snakes. They're kind of pushovers though, so it's not Sen's Fortress. Thank fuck. There's some skeletons and mummies here, but they really don't stand a chance either. Eventually I stumbled across this, fella, who asked us if he's seen his son, who apparently has run off. You realize this is a From Software game. This is a very bad place to be losing folks in. Yup. Why does being an NPC in a From Software game suck so much ass? Nothing but sunshine for me, though. I have a map. I can see where I'm going, and it's fantastic. Minus these secret rooms. If you thought we escaped far enough back in time for illusionary walls to not be invented yet, well, not only are they here in Kingsfield, they're mandatory. With this weirdly bloodstained map in our inventory, we eventually fix that dead guy's fuck up, and boom! Fountain of Healing. Yo, can I get a flask for this? No flasks here, but you can buy potions that look a lot like prayer pots from RuneScape. There's also a second shopkeep that sells some more interesting stuff. Like that cross I need. Look, I could give a shit less about stealing from a holy man, but it's getting in the way of my progression. So, hear me out. If you cut me a deal on a new pair of iron grabbers and steel toes, I won't say shit. And that's 2 quests done. Easy. And now we move on to the quest of how the fuck do I stop these arrows from shooting, because I definitely need to cross this room. Oh, okay, that was painfully easy. And that's floor 1 done. On to the next one. Floor 2, home to new but still pissed off foliage, bedsheet ghost, and these dino lizard humanoid enemies from Eternal Ring. Deeper in, there's also these golem creatures that look like the PS1 demake of golems in DS2. We also received a dungeon key. Helps with opening up passageways and certain chests. You know, for looting purposes. or finding plot-induced characters who give us a vague, hey, fuckface, keep doing the thing you're doing, and then they teleport out. Okay. Got a dragon rod out of it. Didn't know what it was used for until I started testing out random shit on this other character and figured out it works similar to a homeward bone for the start of the floor. That's super helpful. I just wish it came with an instruction manual. I know it's a From Software game, they don't tell you shit, but at least Dark Souls gives you vague clues in the item description. Here in Kingsfield, I'm just running around with a PS1 thumb up my ass. It's quite sharp and shaped like a polygon. Don't picture it. We ended up finding a water stone, for all you Vaporeon degenerates out there. Oh, we also found a treasury too, but as soon as I opened the door, I got pelted with fireballs. I noped right the fuck out of there. After, I don't know, half an hour, I got a harp. It's an older game, some of them had weird musical instrument gimmicks. But instead of it allowing to travel through time or like waking the winds, I don't know what's going on with Wind Waker, but it looks great. Our harp just lets you grow a bridge. As stupid as that sounds, it's very helpful. Did a big old loop through a jail cell area and finally took on the treasury where we got the truth mirror. Woo! Does it do anything cool? I don't know, I sold it for a pack of club crackers and a healing spell. And that sums up floor 2. On to the next one. Wow, floor 3 looks like ass. The game then said fuck you and I died instantly. But it's fine, I had a dragon tree fruit. And within a few minutes, I accidentally stumbled into floor 4? I can't express to you how confused and scared I was in this moment, which is why I turned back immediately. Returning to floor 3, I found these pedestals. Let me guess. There's 4 seal stones, and 4 places to place them. Oh, I'm in your head now, Kingsfield. Just need 2 more, because I found the Earth Stone too. The Fire Stone was in the Fire Temple, and the Wind Stone, well, it was in the Wind Tunnel. I know there's a lot to take in, and I skipped over a ton of shit, but it's called progress, and I'm in desperate need of it. Trust me, don't look at the timestamp right now. But if you got this far... Hey. I appreciate you. Floor 4! Oh, fuck, God, why? This floor looks like it's entirely made out of brain. Don't touch the walls, it's probably slick like ham. Either that or it's the nether. Probably should leave fast regardless. If it wasn't a giant convoluted mess. Like, look at this. My unmedicated ADHD-riddled ass can't comprehend this. I mean, I eventually did, it just took a lot longer than it should have. Listen, we don't gotta talk about it, instead, boss fight time.
Say hello to Dark Magician!
Oh yeah? Well, you've activated my trap card. Can of ass kicking. If it's opened, I kick your ass. Wait, what? He's activated a trap card of his own. Second phase! I was more thrown off than anything else, but we still won, so get bent. After a bit of prep for floor 5, I headed towards the portal for, well, floor 5. And yeah, no, this shit is actually a hellscape. Everything hits hard and they're very, very mean. After 20 minutes of getting my ass beat, there was this door. It was locked, it wouldn't do anything, you know, it's just an ominous door, it was clearly supposed to go through it, but it's locked. Turns out I just needed to find this spot on floor 4, I think. I'm not actually 100% sure. Remember, folk tales and cave paintings. And there it is, the Moonlight Sword. Kinda. I think this is the first time I've actually gotten this sword in a From Software game that I actually have showcased here. The sword is a bit sleepy right now, and we need to find a way to enchant it with Red Bull or something. So in the meantime, I'm basically swinging around a concrete sword. Oh, also, it was found on the commander's grave. So, good news. It lets us open up this door now. Bad news. I'm really hoping that dragon isn't hostile. Even though it looks similar to Calamite, it's friendly. Also, hey, how's it going? Got a way to fix this mess? You could've just handed it back to me, you dick. They also mentioned more loot if we backtrack all the way to the other, locked doorways. And yeah, we're gonna need it. Floor 5 sucks and it only gets worse. Shields, armor, more armor, and etc. Hot, ready, and full of spaghetti. Let's do this. We've got the damage, we've got the armor, we've got a slight problem where I can't use the sword to its full potential and I didn't know that. But I'm sure that won't be an issue. I think at least. I guess the sword can fire magic projectiles from it, but you need certain stats and class title to do it? But like, fuck it, it'll be fine, I'm sure. One last long-ass bridge with roughly 108 fireballs being spammed over it, and we're at our journey's end. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. The boss gives us the option to leave the sword and walk away, while also talking shit, but it's not really an option as 6 projectiles are thrown at you from the start of the fight. Mid-fight fun fact, this fucking sucks! I can't shoot the sword projectiles and I can't swing at it, as far as I can tell, so... hear me out, I've got a plan. That should not have fucking worked. I didn't even look this up as a strat or anything. I just stood here in the first half and then kept at it. Is that legitimately it? Did I just dumpster the final boss and that's the end of the game? Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding. And so, our hero triumphed over evil and he got a nice RuneScape-esque send-off. Alright, the wall text. TLDR, Kingsfield 2 setup.